we're deserving of it. These athletes are deserving of it, and they're entertaining, they're fun, and if anything, there's like more sides to a woman than maybe some of the men.
Let's talk about the Olympics. You get to go to the Olympics. You had some heartbreak involved with the Tokyo Games. So I wondered, what was that like when you found out for sure you are going to Paris? And where did this rank on your like to-do list in becoming a great tennis player?
Yeah, the Olympics has always been like up there with winning Grand Slams. So probably like top two, honestly, goals I wanted to do. And yeah, with Tokyo, I had got COVID like a day, I believe, before I was supposed to leave. And I was sad for about a day or so. And then I was just kind of like, there's bigger issues going on and me missing, like, it is a great event, but there's people dying and everything. So I just kind of like pushed it out of my mind. And I knew I was like, okay, Paris is going to be my next thing that I want to do. And I believe I found out like earlier this year, because like tennis is not like track where you do like a trial period.
Right.
So mathematically, I knew I had qualified. So it was like less of a shock, but nevertheless, it still feels like super honorable, and I'm super happy. And yeah, and I got excited even when the team got announced, even though I knew I was on it. And I got super excited when I got my official nomination letter. So I'm really excited, and hopefully I can do well there.
Obviously, first you have Wimbledon, and you are over in London right now training. What has it been like to kind of juggle? Like now you also have to think about the Olympics on the back. You have won some opens. Like, how are you just navigating all that?
Yeah, I think it's just a day by day process. Like even just little things, like yesterday, I told my coaching team, I was like, I think I want to go lighter today, just because it's just like you feel yourself and you're like, mentally, sometimes you physically will feel fine, but like mentally you can kind of feel yourself like getting tired. And I was just like, let's just go lighter today, because like I learned in the past that, they always tell you to go on the days that you don't want to go, or which that's true, but also it's important to like listen to yourself, because it does catch up, and these tournaments are so intense. So I think it's just day by day, just feeling out listening to your body, listening to, your mental health, and figuring out, what you can handle, for like 3 weeks. Because once the tournament starts, it's kind of, you have no control of when you're going to play or how long the matches are going to be. So you kind of just want to make sure you're super fresh before the tournament starts.
You are experiencing like this huge wave of investment and engagement around women's sports right now. Like you are benefiting from that. Why do you think so many people are suddenly aware of how awesome women's sports are?
Yeah, I think a lot of it just comes from just people, not like maybe fans per se, but like companies and networks investing in it more, because I mean, it sucks, but I guess they finally realize that there's storylines there, there's heroes there, there's villains there, and that's just sports, men or women. There's always going to be a team that people love and a team that people hate, or person. And I think a lot of it with the women's basketball has kind of really grown that a lot. And I think it's great and it's beneficial for all of us. And, I think it's paving the next way for the next generation, because with us in tennis, the original 9 helped us get equal prize money in a lot of the tournaments. And that was like, so many years ago. So it is kind of crazy, for them doing that. And we're just now kind of getting that engagement in all sports, not just tennis. Like we've been lucky with tennis where a lot of times the men and women perform at the same venue. So naturally we just get engagement. But it is great to see that happening in other sports. And I think will continue to propel just not only tennis, but maybe, women's soccer, which has always been pretty strong. But I think we're deserving of it. These athletes are deserving of it, and they're entertaining, they're fun. And if anything, there's like more sides to a woman than maybe some of the men.
Are you a big WNBA fan?
I will say I've grown into it the last like 3 years, into watching like the WNBA. I don't really watch basketball. Like I only watched the Miami Heat a little bit, because we don't have a team for the WNBA yet, Florida. So, but like the last 3 or 4 years, I've been watching it more, really because of college basketball, which March Madness, and then I kind of like just started to go into like the pro aspect of it.
Hey, sports fans, if you want to see more conversations with athletes and stars, check out these videos right here and be sure to subscribe for more from USA Today Sports.